Hello everyone, my name is Reyes and I'm a software engineer on gRPC Go, and today I want to explain what outlier detection in gRPC is and how to use it. So what is outlier detection? Outlier detection is a form of health checking, and so you can think of health checking as inquiring about the state of backend. So say if you have a gRPC client that's talking to two servers, it's trying to figure out, are these servers healthy? Can they respond to traffic correctly? And so outlier detection does is it uses this information to potentially stop sending requests to outlier backends. And so outlier detection is, you can also think of it as passive health checking. So once you configure it, you don't need it doesn't explicitly do any network operations. It essentially collects the aggregation of RPC successes and failures, and it ejects endpoints, aka stops sending RPCs to certain endpoints based off those statistics that it collects. This is versus an active health check, which is actually sending pings to the backend across different protocols like TCP, gRPC, and HTTP. And then the backend is expected to process that and respond to that. So this feature allows users to configure heuristics that clients can use to decide to stop sending requests to a specific backend because it appears unhealthy. So consider the case with 5 backends. So say your gRPC application is talking to 5 backends and round robining across all 5 backends. And while it's round robining, backend 5 responds with RPC failures while the first 4 backends continue to work normally and respond with the RPCs. Outlier detection in the gRPC client will run an algorithm to trigger that backend to eject. And specifically, the 2 ejection algorithms that outlier detection supports within gRPC are success rate and failure percentage. And both are run at configured intervals within the outlier detection load balancer. So success rate ejects endpoints that are statistically outliers, and this is based off of the success rate, which is the number of RPCs that were successful over the total number of RPCs per backend. And the failure percentage is similar, however, each endpoint's failure rate, RPC failures over total number of RPCs, again, per backend, is compared to a flat user configured threshold. So this is a high level of how these algorithms work, and for more details and configuration knobs of the algorithm, you can check out the gRPC in the description below. So within this diagram, green means not an outlier, and like I mentioned before, this means running RPCs are completing normally against these backends, and red means an outlier. So RPCs going to backend 5 are failing. So what outlier detection will do in the gRPC client is cause RPCs, it will cause RPCs to only go to the first 4 backends and stop sending RPCs to backend 5 eventually. And so this is just a primer on where outlier detection rests in the architecture. So this shows how an LB policy is configured within a gRPC channel. And so outlier detection is actually an LB policy. And we have a video on that on our YouTube channel. So this is kind of a zoomed out picture specifically within XDS, just so you can kind of get a picture of where outlier detection rests. And so outlier detection is actually not a child load balancer. It actually has a child policy that actually does load balancing, and usually that's round robin. So you can think of it as a parent to a child LB. And so outlier detection does not actually create or manage subchannels. The balancer below that does that. And so what outlier detection does is when it wants to stop sending RPCs to a backend, it'll quote unquote eject that connection. And so how it does that specifically is it sends a transient failure health signal to the child load balancer. And the child load balancer will eventually stop choosing that connection for RPCs. And so with respect to how to use it, there's 2 mutually exclusive ways of doing it. One of them is to simply provide a service config to the top level gRPC channel as is, which will configure an outlier detection load balancer. The other option is to set up gRPC within a service mesh and get the configuration from traffic director, also known as the control plane. And so both of these options will plumb all the configuration knobs through the system. And again, you can find this more information in the description below in our gRPC. So this is a concrete example of what the configuration looks like. And so in this example, we're configuring it through the service config on a channel itself. And so you can see within this configuration, the failure percentage ejection algorithm that I mentioned earlier is the one configured, and the child policy is round robin. Hopefully now you have an understanding of what outlier detection is and how it works within gRPC. And again, please see this technical design document we wrote and other videos on this channel. Also, please remember to like and subscribe to gRPC to be notified about new videos.